What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, you know what's good? I got another holiday shirt. I'm feeling real festive, Marvel style.
Oh,
So
that is
yeah,
dope.
yeah, man, I'm feeling real good right now, man. You know, I couldn't wait to drop this. In fact, I don't know if you realize this now, Deke, but my days consist of I just want to put on a cool shirt and record, so that way people can see the shirt. I don't even care what we record about. I don't even care if I'm accurate when I'm recording anymore. It's all about just getting these shirts off. The YouTube channel is my new version of IG. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Some people post pictures every day on IG. I just want to record so we can get our shirts out there every day.
New fits.
So y'all gonna get this fit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's got everyone.
Little gingerbread Marvel.
You got
Avengers.
what? Black Panther, Iron Man,
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Black
Is that
Widow.
Captain Marvel? Who's
Yeah,
that?
Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel's right here. Black Widow over here. Spider-Man, Iron Man, Groot, Captain America, Hulk, Thor. Yeah, man, we got the whole squad. Got the whole squad, man.
Getting ready for that Spider-Man release.
Come on, man. Spider-Man release times, holidays, you know. Man, I'm amped up today. I'm amped up. And it's game week. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've officially put last week to rest. When we talked to Banner, that was like our last little bit of that. Now, we're on the greener pastures, baby. And this is one where I'm excited about because, hey, the Titans, watch them on tape. You're telling me there's a chance. So, as we always
Oh, we
do.
should win this.
That's what I'm saying. You're telling me there's a chance? Yes, baby. I watched the tape. I feel optimistic. I think that's a nice way to put it. But either way, let us know where you are tuning in from, and we will get the chat rolling. And yes, we started the show early. You know why? Because we were so excited. We just wanted to make sure y'all got enough time to hang with us as we hang with y'all when y'all hang with us, and we hang with y'all hanging with us. Y'all know how we do. So let us know where you're tuning in from. And Javier, I appreciate you saying my shirt is fire. Michael, I appreciate that as well. Y'all know I be needing them self-esteem boosters. That's why I come in here. Yeah.
Well, Mike Matizich says he's tuning in from Monmouth County.
Let's go.
Steelers Girl 517, always tuning in from Lansing, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Says, what's good, everyone? The Norseman 7. South Africa, back in the house.
Let's go.
Ready for the 4-0 run. Prove the haters wrong.
We need it, Deke. We need it.
Also, dope shirt.
Oh, man. Respect. Yes.
Robarian, just saying morning. Money Bags, South Carolina.
Okay.
SJG 103, the 973 New Jersey. John Madmeister, Akron, Ohio, baby. Thanks for tuning in. And we got 432 Texas from Rashad Ali.
Let's go.
412 Garfield from Rob Clark. I'll pass it to you.
You know I'm hopping in right on time with Trina Steel Diva 5. Tuning in from Stone Mountain, Georgia, the 404, Trenton, New Jersey, the 609, and Honolulu, Hawaii, the 808. We appreciate you, Trina, tuning in from all three of your locations. Man, she must have like frequent flyer mileage. Like she be just pop. I like it, man. I like it. She tuned in 1 week, she in Hawaii. Next week, she over here in Georgia. And then she be posting up in Trenton. All right, man. I like it.
Mike Matizich says, Deke, I was answering Black Lavender, so there must have been a side conversation going on where he had to answer Monmouth County. So that might not even be where he's from. Donald Copeland says, LFG, the Pittsburgh backwoods blazing this morning.
Ooh.
Coming in from the Hill District.
Okay.
Brent Fox, 214 for sure. Dallas, Texas.
Right. Let's get it.
You seeing anyone else?
I got two more on my end. Breezy, 410, Baltimore, Maryland. What up, though? Then we got Vaping All Day. The 609, Browns Mills, New Jersey, getting ready to move back to Connellsville, PA. Now, I've heard of that. Why have I heard of Connellsville before? I don't know where it's at, though, but I've definitely heard of that before, though.
I have no clue.
Yeah, I've heard of that, man.
Yeah, I've heard of it too.
Then we got Medium Rare tuning in from the 202 DC. Morning lift to Mars. I like it.
Dayton, Ohio. Yogi B, 37.
Ooh. Okay, shout out to Yogi.
I had a run there.
All right.
For like half a year.
Where?
Dayton.
Oh, in Dayton?
That's how you. I went there
college,
my freshman year. Freshman year, just one semester. Then I bounced out of there. I was like, you know what? I got to be back home.
Hey, well, you know that's how a lot of success stories are, though, man. I went to college, it ain't work for me, and I left. And then you be successful.
I ended up graduating, unfortunately.
Oh, man, it takes the story down a notch.
I did, yeah. Like I went to community college
who
here.
Goes to finish school? You sell out.
And then my last 2 years, I went to Pitt.
I wish I would be in somebody's college. Boy, stop. Why you went? What? How you go about it? How many colleges you went to?
3.
Man, oh my God, you like love school, huh?
Dayton, no, I hated it.
Nah, you love school. You went to 3 of them. You love school, man. You couldn't get enough of it.
I have mixed emotions about it, but more hate because I did good in school.
Yeah.
I just felt like it was a big waste of my time.
You look like one of them, like, sit in the front row, teacher's pet, bring an apple every day, show up 20 minutes early, ask questions that you know the answers to. Definitely get that vibe from you, bro.
Had a great system down for Pitt. I started figuring things out. The classes, they weren't keeping attendance. They were big auditoriums. Most of the time, they were putting the itinerary online anyway, so I was skipping a lot of classes. But that's what made me mad. Is like I'm paying all this money. I'm not even going to school, and I'm teaching myself on my own time. It's like, why am I paying this money?
I could dig it, man. I could dig it.
But anyway, I mean, it's cool. At the end of the day, I graduated from Pitt, though, I guess. That's the kind of cool thing. I mean, is it a better story if I don't finish school, though, you're saying?
I think it is, though, just because it's, like, more gritty. Like, yeah, man, I went to school. I dropped
Zuckerberg
out,
story or whatever.
But you know what? I bet on myself. I doubled down, and I'm self-made. I did it by myself. No help. Right out the garage. Like, it just sounds cool.
Quit my job. Quit a couple jobs. How about that? Does that count?
That adds to it. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we both quit our jobs. We was like, yo, F the system. We going to start our own system. And so far, the system's been flowing well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heck yeah.
We got a couple more here.
Okay.
Stephen H., 610 Allentown, PA. The Barbarian says, Dayton, my hometown.
Okay.
Rod Dollars tuning in from Columbus. Barbarian says, I played semi-pro with Dayton Steelers there.
Oh, okay.
With the Dayton Steelers. What's that mean? Dayton had a football team called the Dayton Steelers?
No, so like, just depending on the area. Some, like, because I know, like, back home in the 757, we'll have, like, semi-pro teams as well. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal.
They call themselves the Steelers.
Yeah.
Noah Washington, 609 Burlington, New Jersey. I think I'm out.
All right. I think we are good then. All right. I think we got 2 supers we will tap. And then after that, man, we will start this preview. I like when we start a little early too, man. This is kind of cool.
I'll start off. Mike Matizich says, morning, guys. Thank you, Moats, for your gift for the Veterans Holiday.
Oh, no. Hey. Major love. No doubt.
Appreciation luncheon on Sunday. And then he's tuning in from Bergenville, New Jersey.
The 201. I see you, baby.
Let's go, UW. Morning, Moats and Deke from Cheyenne.
Okay.
Tristan Jari for the All-Star game this year. He has been playing pretty good, huh?
He has.
Glad to see him bounce back like that, especially with how Penguin season ended last year. A lot of people were blaming that Islander series on him. But I always thought he was good. I thought he was good last year.
It was was it game 3 or game 4 where he had the debacle?
Yeah, it was mainly the playoffs.
That was that. Yeah,
because his main problem last year was he couldn't get the shutouts. He was always solid. It'd be a fluky goal go in here or there.
Would get the shutouts. Yeah, Jari was the more like talented guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then
Jari started off real bad, but then you could see his talent started winning out as the season went along.
But then once DeSmith got hurt at the end, that was going into the playoffs, and that's everything kind of went to where it went, man. It was nuts.
Yeah, I wouldn't completely blame it on Jari because I do think our defense wasn't completely up to par. And we missed a lot of opportunities on offense in that last game. I remember we rattled off like 7 or 8 shots that we should have made in that third period. But, geez, I mean, it wasn't good. Letting up, I think it was, 4 or 5 goals in that last game. That's not going to help. Nuts, and it was right off the bat, too.
Yes.
It was so early. I think that's it, though, for the Super Chats.
I like it. Hey, and Jacob said, I'm late. Moats, how am I late? No. Actually, I was early. Early. Let's go.
Yeah, we were early today.
Early. All right. So with that being said, man, let's hop into this first topic, which is... Nope. That's the second topic. Oh, man, what the heck? Come on, bro. I hate when the things start acting all weird. Now we got it going the way it's supposed to be. Steelers versus Titans. Game preview. All right. Oh, hold on. We got somebody just popped in the thing. What is it right now? Was that John? Oh, from John Maumeister. Okay. John Maumeister says, love y'all and love the juxtaposition of you both. Just wanted to say Devin Bush does not have the Steeler mentality. He sounds like he gave up on this year. I think that's in reference to his comments in the interview, the press conference.
Probably even just seeing his play. That's why people would say that. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see if he can string it together these last 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, crazy thing was he was kind of all right last game. He was kind of all right.
Yeah.
Just as a whole, everything else was really, 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 really.
He
really
seemed
bad.
pissed off about the whole press conference too, and some of the questions he was being asked. So, could we see an FU mentality these last 4 games? I just hope trying to prove people wrong.
I hope that next time when they're asking him about, Buddy Johnson, other guys getting reps, that he takes that FU pissed off mentality and not the. I think it's good for the.
Oh, did you listen to
reps. I did. I went back.
Yeah, did you see what I mean?
Yeah, I think it was good. He got some reps. Like, no, that's not good. What do you mean? It's good. You got some reps. No, get him off the field. It's supposed to be your job.
It was not garbage time.
Yes, it definitely was not garbage time, man.
No, those were critical points in the game.
When I heard that, I was like, whoa, yeah, man. That's yeah, that is not okay. It's not okay, man. But anywho, man, so we got Titans, Steelers, 6-6-1 versus 9-4 Titans. Mike Vrabel coming into town.
Revenge
game for Ola Daney.
Revenge game for Vrabel too.
Oh yeah, that's what it started.
He was on the Steelers the first 4 years.
That's where it started.
You look at his Pro Football Reference. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I think I was around at the time. I was probably like 3 or 4 years old when he was playing for the Steelers, though. We barely played him. Then he goes up to New England. And he's like a star up there.
Yep. I think Peasy might have been here when he was here.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I think Peasy was telling us like he just couldn't see the field. But and when you think about some of the guys they had during that time, it's like I understand.
Yeah, we did have some linebackers.
Yeah. But this one's gonna be interesting, man. Obviously the Titans have been pretty banged up at times this season. No Derrick Henry, obviously with him still being on injured reserve, along with Bud Dupree as well right now, man. So that part's gonna be a little different, but as a whole, man,
AJ Brown, Julio Jones has been in and out of the lineup.
Yeah,
he's been playing, but it doesn't seem like Tannehill has that same connection with him that he does with AJ Brown.
I would agree with that. But I also don't know how healthy Julio really is. Like when you watch him, it's like he's doing some things, he's making some cool catches, but as a whole, when you watch AJ play versus Julio, AJ looks like a healthier player. I mean, just burstier, twitchier, and all those type of things, man. But obviously with AJ, he's dealing with, because for him, it's the mental health thing, right? If I remember correctly, because
I think so.
If I remember correctly.
I think you're right.
Because he had put out the report, I guess he was talking about like the suicide stuff that he had went through a couple of weeks ago. And then from there, they put him on injury reserve, if I remember.
I think you're right. I was wondering, because I know he's been kind of hurt too. Mm-hmm. I didn't know if it was one of those lingering injuries, but I kind of forgot about that report. Tennessee placed Brown on IR on November 27th, so he would have to miss at least 3 games. Yeah. So eligible, when's that? November 27th, 3 games. Yeah, but it's either this week or next week he's probably eligible.
For him, though, like I said, it wasn't an injury. It was because of the whole, like I said, him making the comments that he was talking about with his mental health. Yeah, I'm almost 100% certain that was the reason.
You're probably right. Yeah, I forgot that even happened. Yeah. But as you bring it up, it's just like, I guess that, they will do that.
Yeah, so that's going to make it interesting. But, I mean, it's a huge benefit for us. Now, they still have some talented players, and they still have talented units. But it's different when you watch them compared to how they were at the beginning of the season and how we thought on paper this team would be at this part of the season as well, man. So definitely going to be looking forward to this matchup, man. So with that being said, how we always start these things off, let us know your 3 things that you like about this Tennessee Titans team. 3 things you like, and put it in the chat, and after that we'll read those off. And then me and you, we got to get ours in. So do you want to go first, or you want me to go first? As we go back and forth, or we'll attempt to go back and forth. I know how you get a little overzealous at times.
Yeah, you're right.
You'll be like, all right, you go first. All right, man, look, I'm going to do these next 3, and then I'll let you go again.
You go first.
All right, so for me, man, the first thing that I do like about this team is their commitment to running the ball. You watch them when they had Derrick Henry, they had a just crazy commitment to running it, right? Even in today's NFL where all the rules benefit you throwing it, they still were with that old school approach. And even with Derrick Henry not being there, they still are showing a commitment to running the ball. And even though it's not as effective as it was with Derrick Henry, they still, are a good running team in terms of how they utilize it just to be effective enough and make you have to play them honest. So for me, man, the commitment to running the ball definitely jumps off the screen.
I agree with you 100%. Now, I don't know how much I like that, but it is who they are, and it has what's kept them somewhat successful over these past however many games with them missing Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Because their offense does not feel explosive at all.
It does not.
But they are getting the job done. Like, they looked decent against the Patriots.
It's funny you said that. I literally had that in my notes. I was like, yo, they just lack explosion. Like, it's just stale almost. Not boring, but it's stale. Yeah, I don't know.
It might be boring.
It might be a little
I
boring
almost
too.
fell asleep. I was watching
Could be a little boring.
Well,
yeah.
that could just be because they were facing Jacksonville. When I was watching that game, I almost fell asleep. Yeah, very conservative. But Patriots game, the reason they lost that one was more turnovers, I think. And they couldn't really stop Patriots offense. They started running the ball pretty good in the second half. But, yeah, they had good rushing numbers against the pass. They were just fumbling it. Tannehill's throwing picks left and right. It was a one-score game for the most part. And then even you look back on the Texans, you're right. They stayed committed around the ball. There's more turnovers these last however many games, and they kept it clean against Jacksonville. So I'm with you. I don't know how much I like it. I don't like too much about this team, but I'll say, they're continuing to run the ball. It almost goes back to the Browns a little bit. They know they are. They're trying to stick with that, and it's keeping them relevant up until they get Derrick Henry back. Well, they're still going to be running the ball with Derrick Henry, but I'm just saying it's going to be a way better version of that when they get him. Because you could switch it up. You lose Derrick Henry, all of a sudden you could start slinging it with Tannehill. Now, they did a little bit in the Texans because they were trying to get back in that one. But, yeah, I'll say that too. I agree with you.
Yeah, for me, man, I don't think them having that commitment is a bad thing running the ball. I think it minimizes the turnovers. When you start talking about throwing the ball, that's the quickest way to get yourself up out of there when you have turnovers. I mean, we saw that with Minnesota, right, in the second half. They kind of got away from playing through Dalvin. You get 2 turnovers, it changed the outlook of the game in a hurry. So for the Titans, when I see them staying committed to running the ball, I think of it not just as, okay, you're controlling the clock, you're minimizing how much the defense has to be out there, but you're also protecting Ryan Tannehill, because Tannehill has excelled in Tennessee because he's been able to have a running game that's competent, and that allows him to have play action pass. It allows him to have favorable numbers in the passing attack. Whereas if you start changing that and having him being more of a pass first option and that offense being more pass first, he will turn that ball over. I think right now he has 13, 14 interceptions anyways. Like he will do that. That's one of the things he did in Miami. So that's the reason why I don't think it's a bad thing. If it was maybe a more elite quarterback, then you go, hey man, start throwing a little bit more. But with him, he's right on that fringe of really good, but at the same time, he's not elite.
I just think he's a little bit better version than Baker Mayfield. He's taller. He has some better physical tools.
Better athlete,
And he could run. He could get outside the pocket a lot better than Baker.
Yeah.
That's how I view him. I've always been a critic of Tannehill. What do you got for 2?
For number 2, I have physicality. They are a physical team. And I do like that because it's not just one particular unit. Like you watch them on offense, their O-line, they're firing off. Now, we're not saying that they're the most technically sound or the most skilled.
Their O-line's slipping a little bit.
But they are, you watch them when they fire off the ball, they are hitting people in the mouth. And that is something that I like. Defensively, they fly around. Like I said, not the most talented guys, and some of that's because of injury, but the guys fly around. I mean, that's the thing that when you watch them, they are not afraid to hit you. They are not afraid to put their face in the fan. And that's something that I like to highlight because as we've seen at different times, not everybody is as committed to being physical. Not everybody is as committed to tackling. But that Titans team, offensively, defensively, even on special teams, like they play with the physicality. It's almost, it shouldn't be a surprise. It's kind of like the reflection of the coach, right? In terms of Vrabel, that's his demeanor when he's, handling that team. That's, his imprint on that team and things like that. And it shows up. And it really helps them at times to kind of close that gap where they might be a little less talent-wise. They can make up for it just being more physical.
I like that call. I was just going to say their defense as a whole. It seems like the last 3 games, at least, those are the ones that I watched. Now, New England was one of them. They ended up losing. Jacksonville, not the best offense. And Texans, I know they're not the best team, but it felt like every offense, the Titans made it tough on the offenses. Like, there's no, easy yards against the Titans, man. There's no, oh, man, I'm just...
You got to earn it, man.
Yeah, you really do. And Patriots started to in the second half. They started to get a little bit more physical. But, man, I think the biggest thing with the Titans was just the turnovers in those games.
Yeah.
That's what really killed them. But like the defense, they stood up when they needed to.
Yep.
So I'm with you on physicality. I'm just gonna say that for the defense as a whole.
Nah, like it shows up. Like
it's
like
not
said,
easy. Like even with the injuries,
Yeah.
being in and out, they're pretty good as a
Yeah, and
unit.
you
There's
even
no
called it.
glaring holes like what
Yeah.
you see with us. You have not seen
Mhm.
the Bengals game or the Vikings game. At least the last however many games
Right.
that I watched. I didn't watch all their games here. But yeah, it seems like they can stand up with the best of them and make it tough for the offense.
Yeah, and when they don't beat themselves, that's typically why they're 9-4. Because as we've seen, a lot of these games come down to the wire, and if you're able to just not lose it, sometimes I mean that's enough. And that's been the case for them in a lot of these games, man. They really execute well. I mean, shoot, I even think back to that Titans Bills game, the Monday nighter. I mean, the Bills are moving up and down, but red zone, they're highly efficient in terms of the Titans defense, right?
Yeah.
And you see what Bills have the turnovers, Titans don't. They're protecting the ball. That's just how they play. They hang around, and then before you know it, you're like, oh, they actually won this game. This is crazy. So that's them, though, man.
Yeah, like I actually feel like they outplayed the Texans.
Yeah.
Patriots, I don't want to say they outplayed them, but it was close.
Yeah.
It was legit like a one-score game. It actually should have maybe been tied or in the Titans' favor had it not been for the turnovers. And then Randy Bullock's missing kicks left and right, too.
Yes.
So the defense is the thing that kind of sticks out for me and how tough they are and how they make it tough on offenses. So with you on that.
All right. And now the last thing for me, man, is the coach, Mike Vrabel. Fearless. You see how he coaches, and I mean, it's a direct reflection on the field with his team. They believe that they can beat anybody. They don't care about the injuries. They don't care about what the other team has in terms of star power, big names. They just play their game. They hardly are ever wavered either way. But when you watch Vrabel, I mean, that's just how he operates. I think that he's very detail oriented. And you can watch that by just seeing his players. They are smart players. Typically, they're especially the secondary. They think the game through. You can tell by just, like I said, certain things they do on tape, some of the pre-snap disguises, some of the things that they're doing post-snap in terms of how they move. You can just tell that this is a well-coached team. And once again, that's something that we don't always take for granted either. But you can just see that with him. And I do think that's a huge asset for them, because if you take Vrabel out of that situation, I don't think they're as successful, especially
no way.
While you're losing Derrick Henry, while you don't have Bud, while, you know, certain guys.
A couple of those games, they don't have Julio and A.J. Brown.
Right. I'm just like, there's no way you're winning these games without him, man.
No names. Literally no names. Yeah, and for them to be 9-4, granted, it's a real easy division, but they have won tough games while they still had Derrick Henry. And they're actually keeping themselves even relevant. And like you said,
seriously, dude,
some of these games,
when
Patriots is the best example over these last however many. And the Rams too. The Rams,
when Derrick Henry went out, we thought that it was over for those guys, and they went on the road, beat LA in LA. Then after that, I mean, you could just still see them. They're 9 wins. They're 1 away from having double-digit wins right now.
Yeah.
And this has been how many weeks without Derrick? And how many weeks continuing without Derrick?
Yeah, they went Rams. This was after Henry. They went Rams, Saints, I think they had Simeon in, so whatever. Still a tough team, though, especially on defense for them. And then lost Texans, lost Patriots, and then they end up bouncing back against the Jaguars. Yeah. They're fortunate they're in a easy division here, and they could afford to even lose a couple more here on out. They're going to make the playoffs.
I think technically all of us got easy divisions right now. Be real about it.
Oh, they're bad though. Texans, Jaguars.
You think their division is worse than ours?
Yes. Texans, Jaguars, dude. I mean, that's bad.
All right, the Jaguars are really bad, yes. But the Jaguars did beat the Bills, though.
I know. And they played tight against the Bengals that one time.
And the Texans beat the Titans. Remember with Tyrod, right? Wasn't that week? Yeah.
They beat the Titans, yeah.
Right, so I'm like, I don't know, man. But no, Titans, one? No, the Texans have 3-4 wins, maybe
2. I
Jags
believe 2.
got like 2. So yeah, we are slightly.
I think
better.
Jags have 1.
Yes. Okay, so we are a notch above them. We're a slight notch above them. We're not. Yeah.
I'm with you on Mike Vrabel. I don't think there's another coach that'd be in there where they're 9-4 right now.
Yeah.
I guess you could say Belichick or something. It'd have to be a top 5 coach, but that just goes to show how good Mike Vrabel is. 9-4. And especially over these past however many weeks, how they beat the Rams. Now, I do think The difference has been, I've mentioned this how many times before, the turnovers, though. They got the turnovers like in the Rams game. Like, they've been opportunistic in their wins. The ones that they've lost, they've kept it close.
Yep.
They killed themselves with the turnovers. But he's kept them relevant. You could see they have no names on offense. They've been dealing with injuries on defense. And then overall, his coaching record for his last 4 years is pretty damn good.
It's crazy.
62%, 62.3% winning percentage. 9-7 first year, 9-7 second year, 11-5 last year, 9-4.
Mariota for a year and a half, switching to Tannehill.
He hasn't had the best of talent down there. He definitely has. I mean,
and even when he got Henry wasn't Henry like how he is now when he first got there.
No, Henry wasn't like that. No. Definitely not. And then receivers, you had A.J. Brown, who was young. I think he drafted A.J. Brown.
But A.J. Brown has been in the league with. This is his third year.
Yeah. So, he ended up drafting A.J. Brown. So, his first year, his rookie year, he was pretty solid. He had like over 1,000 yards, but he wasn't the receiver that he was today. Yeah, he definitely wasn't. So he helped develop him.
Because even back then, we still thought that Deke was out playing AJ in those first years. Yeah,
he was. And then they had Corey Davis as their second receiver. So they haven't had the best of talent. Jonnu Smith was pretty good for them.
But he did get Corey to play better, though, because Corey was like a bust low-key. It's
credit to him.
Yeah.
It's credit to him. He hasn't had the top end talent down there, but has made it happen. Turned Tannehill's career around. Now, I don't want to give it all to him, but I mean,
no, he plays a large.
If you're the
part
head
of
guy,
it, though,
if you're the head guy, you got to get some of that credit.
How we talk about Coach T at certain times. It's like we're not going to give him all the credit, but he did have a big impact. I mean, you could see his stamp on it, and you just compare that to what it was prior to him arriving there. And that's the other reason why you could compliment him, because you look at the piece that he's brought in. He doesn't have some elite top 5 quarterback. You know what I mean? Like some people you walk in, it's like, okay, you got the perfect setup. I don't know if you're a good coach or not, but you got this great player. That's the question with McCarthy, right? That was the question around Matt LaFleur. It's like, I don't know if you're a lead or not. You just got these, you got Aaron Rodgers. Like that changes stuff for you. It's like coaching LeBron. Like, I don't know if you're really a good coach or not. But with him, his talent hasn't been crazy like that.
Yeah, going on that little AFC championship run where they beat the Patriots on the road and they ended up beating Baltimore, where, that was Lamar's MVP season. I think Baltimore won 14-2 that year. So, you got to give him credit. Yeah. You definitely got to give him credit. Now, I think they're always going to be limited because of Tannehill. Like, I don't see them winning a Super Bowl because of that. But Vrabel's going to keep them in the mix. Like, I'm not going to be surprised if the game's close on Sunday just because of Vrabel and how that team has played and games over these past however many weeks, even without Derrick Henry.
I would agree. All right, so let's go back to the chat, man, and let's see what the people are saying in terms of what they like. And, because we haven't got to dislike. So the 3 things that they like. All right. Mr. B. Malarkey says he likes their running game, the coach, and the culture. Rod Dallas says the running game, the coaching, along with the quarterback. Okay. Steely.
I was thinking about including Tannehill. I couldn't do it.
I was waiting to see if you was.
I was gonna say just his mobility. That's all I was gonna bring up. That's it. I'm not a fan of Tannehill, dude. I'm not. He does have nice arm strength though. I just don't see him putting it all together.
Then we got Stilly. Was it Stilly Macaphiliac? Stilly Macaphiliac. All right, Stilly Macaphiliac says coaching, rushing, and coaching again. John Maumeister, Mike Vrabel is a great coach. He says the receiving corps is great. And he also says the running game, even though Derrick Henry is gone. Now, I like their receivers when they are all the way healthy. I don't know about this current group being great just yet, but I'm with you.
Yeah, they got to be healthy because
when they healthy, they nice.
Julio banged up, plus a healthy A.J. Brown still isn't lights out.
Right, that's my thing. Like
AJ Brown
being out there changes a lot. Him not being out there, I don't like him as much. Yeah,
but if Julio still isn't all the way there, you could see some of the struggles they've even had when they were fully healthy. Right. Like what I mean in fully healthy is both those guys were on the field.
Correct.
With Derrick Henry, like their passing game wasn't like elite like that. I thought it was going to be. Like when you combine those two and Derrick Henry,
their passing game is always going to be better when they run the ball. So the numbers will be lower. But the impact in terms of explosive plays will be there. But that's largely based on them being able to run that ball because it forces you to bring an extra defender. And that's one of the issues like with the Steelers, for example, right? We aren't forcing teams to bring an extra defender in that box. So it hurts you in terms of trying to pass the ball. But because we can't win in the light, boxes where we have the advantage from a numbers standpoint, it kills you. It makes you, everything extremely difficult because you can't do the one thing that you should have the advantage in. Whereas with the Titans, man, they take advantage of those opportunities and they kind of force you to play, in a bad way at times, man.
How about this one? Jacob Malacio says, Moats, I have this show playing in the whole bar at Applebee's. That's kind of dope.
Shout out to Applebee's. Shout out to you, Jacob. Let's get it. I like it.
Says, y'all on TV right now.
I like it. You making me blush.
That's pretty dope. Stephen H says, Vrabel, and Vrabel. Big fan of Vrabel. Yeah, right now, there isn't anything I like that much about this team without Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Defense, I mentioned all the stuff about physicality and making it tough on the offense, but it's not something I love and I'm pounding the table about. And then even the run game, whenever we mention it, it's like, cool, you're running the ball a lot. It's like above average, maybe even average at this point.
I feel like they got like certain players that I really like Kevin Byard. Love his game. Sure. Harold Landry, to an extent, like him as a rusher.
He's been doing good this year.
Jeffrey Simmons, I'm like, okay, I really like his game. But then after that, I'm like, I ain't really feeling the rest of this group.
Oh, I like Elijah Molden too.
Yeah.
We talked about him in the draft, man. They got him doing like Mike Hilton type of stuff over there. Yeah, I really like him. And off it's really Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry and AJ Brown for me. Now,
Taylor Lewan, I feel like with him, I don't know.
That O-line's slipping.
I don't know if it's because like the injuries that he's been having lately, but man, he ain't looking the same right now.
He's getting torched a little
bit. I was like, ooh, what's going on? So hopefully our guys can do the same thing, right? Yeah, so it should be good. It should be good, man.
Yeah, because Jacksonville was able to get pressure. Man, that Titans offense, in terms of just running the ball, they do that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But Tannehill drops back, a lot of play action, and he gets the ball out quick. We got to just keep him off balance. And if we could do that, he's inaccurate, throwing the ball all over the place sometimes.
It's going to be big dog rush, one, cover one behind it. Hope for the best.
You're failing it. That's the game plan.
Yeah, that's the defense. Yeah, dog rush one because it's going to send both for our outside linebackers, which would protect against the play action.
What are we doing? We bringing 4 or we bringing blitz?
No. This is like your regular just base front, right? So technically it's only considered a blitz because it's a 5th guy coming, but the 5th guy is just your other outside linebacker. So it's not like anything exotic, but you're playing cover one behind in a base. So that's
you don't have an extra zone then.
Correct, because we're all gonna be man to man, which I'm fine with because their receivers aren't as threatening. I don't feel like that receiving group is as threatening as some of the receiving groups that we've faced in these past couple of weeks where I'm just like matchup wise. Who do we have? Like when I'm watching the Steelers play Justin Jefferson, I'm like, our coverages are altered because we still have to shade Minka to stay over there. We got to do some type of like hard double influence. Like they don't have that. Even though Julio by name is Julio, at this stage in his career, he's not.
Kello could lock him up.
I ain't say all that, but he would have success against him. That whole lockup phrase you be throwing out there, Lord.
Well, it might be Joe Hayden too.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. They might mess around and throw Justin Lane on him. You know how we do. Come on, baby. You know how we do.
Justin Lane? No, he shouldn't be seeing the field this week.
You know how we do, bro.
If Joe Hayden's back.
You know how we do. We do some weird stuff sometimes, man.
Do we have him 4th on the depth chart now? Is he above Pierre? He might be. Because Pierre's not seeing the field at all now.
Not at all. That's what I'm saying. Like,
at least Lane's getting some snaps. But this is without Joe Hayden. So if Joe's back, because Trey Norwood is kind of maybe our pseudo 4th guy. Yeah.
Arthur Milet, though.
True. Yeah, so that's what I mean. I don't think we'll see Lane, if I had to take a guess.
Yeah, but for me, man, I kind of like it. I'm like, man, that'll keep us with pressure in terms of the play action pass, but you got to be disciplined in terms of when it is run, making sure you're not just hauling tail upfield. Check the run first, shuffle, then burst up there, and you'll be good. As long as they do that, I do like that a lot against a group like this, man. Anytime you're getting big play action teams that want to run and do that, that's the type of defense. We ran this all the time against Cleveland as well when they want to run the ball like that. But it's predicated on your guys winning. Your D-line, they got to be stout. Yeah, your linebackers, because they're one-on-one, everybody's man-to-man, you got to have good eyes. Now,
it should be a good matchup for our linebackers.
It should. That's what I'm saying. It should. That's why I'm optimistic about it. I'm watching. I'm like, everything points to it should be a good performance. But once again, we've had that conversation before as well with our defense. And with certain players, like, yo, this should be the one for that person. I don't know. Hopefully it is, though.
weird things have always happened, man.
Mm-hmm.
We need to go 4-0. I hate being like this grand historian here, but yeah, we needed to go 4-0. Things were looking bad back in 05.
Yeah.
I think it was, we were 7-5 at the point.
Mm-hmm.
Bad loss to the Bengals. It was like, you need to win the next 4. And then we played really good. We played really good. So
let's get it done, man.
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
Get it done.
Exactly.
All right, before we switch to what we don't like, let's see, what do we have in the supers? Right here.
Let me know where you're at. I think I'm at
Andrew.
I think I got it. Yeah. Andrew Shamery. Deke and Moats, currently in the hospital with COVID kicking my ass.
Yikes.
Damn, bro, get better.
Heck yeah, get better soon.
He says he's getting better, though. Thanks for the show to keep my spirits high.
Hey, man. No doubt,
Anything we can do.
Heck yeah, as one survivor to another. Keep the fight alive, player. Keep the fight alive.
Cliff the Dark Knight. Kenny Pickett is basically what Ryan Tannehill is.
See, I don't think Kenny is as good an athlete, though, as Ryan.
I don't think he is either.
Do you think his arm is as strong?
I don't know either.
I don't know. Tannehill's sneaky.
Tannehill's
nice.
got all the tools.
Like,
he really does.
Tannehill's sneaky.
There's a reason he went like
bro.
top 10 or whatever the hell it was. Top 11.
Yeah, you watch Tannehill and it's like, bro, he low key could be all right. He don't put it together enough. And he doesn't give you like the big time productivity like you would want with your elite tier quarterbacks. But Tannehill is a good quarterback, man.
Yeah, definitely has all the tools.
Yeah. Like, man, when you said above Baker, I literally was saying to myself, like, above Baker, kind of in the Cousins range, but
I'll take him over Cousins, too.
See, I'm kind of torn. I like Cousins better as a passer, but I like Tannehill better as a quarterback. In terms of like, because Tannehill, he can give me the legs as well. Whereas with Cousins, he don't have that same type of ability. But I think Cousins is a better passer, but I don't think he's as consistent with Tannehill because he's limited in terms of how often they're letting him throw that rock. I don't know if it would
Tannehill,
get to a Cousins type of performance.
Poor man's Josh Allen. You want to throw that comparison
you could do
out there,
that,
too.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, absolutely. But it's like they're protecting him with that run game, whereas in Minnesota, they let Kirk have free range to just be Kirk. And as you can see, the pros and the cons to that. But Kirk is Kirk, though.
Brian Shore. Hot take. Deke will love what I say.
Uh-oh.
Last game was a top 5 game in Ben's career. It changed my mind. Oh, I don't. Well, I can't.
Why y'all trying Ben like that, man?
Top 5 game. Jeez.
Y'all trying Ben, man.
I mean, I could probably list off 5.
I got 5 from my era. Where I don't feel
exactly.
like
the Broncos come back,
on, bro. The Texans, Colts back to back 500. Man, y'all better stop, man. Y'all better stop.
Yeah,
don't
the
do
Colts.
that.
Yeah, Colts Ravens.
Y'all better
6
stop
touchdown.
that.
I mean, then
Come on,
you
man.
have.
Y'all better stop this, man.
You have a Ravens playoff
the Christmas
game.
Day. The Christmas Day act. Come on, bro. Y'all better stop, man.
Christmas Day. Even
I can't.
There was another one, not the Christmas Day. I think he threw for over 500 yards against the Ravens to clinch the division.
Absolutely.
I forget what year that was.
Browns off the bench. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Browns off the bench. Man, y'all not about to tell me any of this version of 7 that I've seen this year is touching any of that, man. That's why I be low-key mad with you when you be in here trying to sell me on this version of Ben. I'm like, bro, that version of Ben was crazy nice, man. This version of Ben ain't like that version of Ben, man. That version of Ben was special, man. This one's special, but not like that. That was
we need
special,
a better
special.
O-line, that's all.
I don't care what y'all want to say.
I'd
That
like an
version was
O-line and I'd
special,
like
special,
AB.
man. Yeah.
I just think he'd be lighting it up if we had an O-line.
Hey, all I know is
AB
that guy was special during that time.
I agree. Well, you could even go back to Super Bowl runs. Like, I know we were limiting his passes a little bit. Like, he wasn't throwing 30, 40 times, but some of those games were huge. Yeah. Denver on the road in the AFC Championship game. Bro,
really
have you ever seen that play?
We can't take any game from this season, I feel. It's, this is bit. Nah, heck no, man. I don't even want to.
No, I get what he's saying. What
about toughness-wise, though? Could you say toughness? Would this be a top 5 game in his career?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because see, I feel like he's
lit up so much, though. He got lit up so much.
He did, but I think like some of those Ravens games, like back in the day, like man, I don't know if it. I don't know.
I think we have to appreciate it
for
what it is in the context and top whatever. I don't know. You
I
really
think
have
for
to go
this
through the
year,
list.
I think for this year is one of his best performances in terms of his throwing, his toughness, his leadership, and things like that. But I wouldn't necessarily crown this game. I don't like any of his games from this season personally.
The context. Here's what I think he's getting at. I think you got to appreciate it for the context is, 39 years old, a bunch of young dudes on the team, dudes that haven't been around.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's been in the league 18 years. How many? I don't. How many of those dudes from even 5-10 years ago are on the team like that right now?
I'll tell you, just Cam.
I think it's just Cam. I mean, you would say
Joe came at the end of it. Tuitt came. Tuitt was there,
but he's not even out there.
Oh shoot, you're right. Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, because Tuitt was he came my first year.
Pouncey's gone. DeCastro's gone. And for the beating that he took in that first half,
it was nuts,
and
man.
then just to find the will second. I mean, we had it. We had it. I mean, he threw an absolute laser to Freiermuth to win the game. Or not win the game, almost tie it. We would have had to go for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah. Oh, Brian did come back and give a little more clarity, too. He said that it was based off getting killed in the first half and remained composed and was throwing dimes, not based on stats, but just clutchness. Now, I agree with you.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
There's like just a context to it where you could almost write the story of the game.
Right. I can see that. Yeah.
But man, there's some games in his career you could go through any. I mean, even the games that we lost, like in the playoffs, the Jaguars game, the comeback in the second half.
He went stupid.
There was another Jaguars game back in 2007 where we came back and defense let us down on like the final drive.
Bro, that Broncos was that 15 Broncos?
15
That's
Broncos.
when we lost to him, right? With Peyton, the fakes.
Yeah, even that where he doesn't have an arm.
Yeah, arm looked great that day.
No AB was out there, missing our top two running backs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of more games. Like even the Denver game against Tebow, like I'm not going to put it up there in the top 10 or 20, but like we came back in that game too. Yeah. We were down.
Both of them Denver games from that 15, the first one during the regular season versus Osweiler. He got off first against them too, the no-fly zone. Yeah.
Bro,
you torture dudes, bro, man.
Now I talked a little bit about the 05 Super Bowl run. Now you could even go in the regular season for that 08 Super Bowl run where it was Jacksonville on the road. He's getting like, I don't know if you've seen the highlight. He's getting pulled down. He has to like throw the ball, perfect dime to Hines Ward, final game winning. There's so much out there. I mean, the dude's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. He's one of the greats.
That's why it's been, man.
GOAT, in my
opinion.
That's
why it's been, man. Yeah. I like it. Hey, and Jacob Malacio, man, you know, I got to shout out you right here. I love your comment. He says 60 likes is actually 70 likes, but he says, bro, we got over 275 people in the chat, man. You said get the likes up, bro. Hit it. Click, 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 click. Do it for Jacob. If you don't want to do it for Jacob, do it for the YouTube algorithm. If you don't want to do it for the algorithm, do it for Deke. And if you don't want to do it for Deke, well, y'all know, hey, y'all go ahead, good. You know what I'm saying? Do it for the boy over here. Appreciate y'all either way, though. All right?
Yeah, so far the light game's kind of like the first half of that Vikings-Steelers game for us. I know,
man.
That light game's bad.
Little underwhelming. Underwhelming.
You see this. Michael Tiger says Baker tested positive for COVID.
Man, well, they do have a little outbreak. They got, what, 8,
Baker
9
and Stefanski. I think Landry was on it,
Landry's on it. They got like 9. Yeah, it's a lot of dudes, man. Damn. But as we saw a year ago, I don't think that we should write them off just because they have a COVID outbreak. You never know with that team.
Yeah. Who are they even playing? I know they have a tough schedule. They're playing some tough teams. I think it might be the Raiders. I don't know. But they got tough games too.
Because then they won a big tough game last year with COVID outbreak.
Yeah.
On the road.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't know why you brought that up, man.
What were you? Was like I got the ribs like
no, I'm not happy about it. I'm just more like, all right, this is news, whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of COVID outbreaks going around the league right now.
Yeah, they said they might potentially make some alterations to some of the protocols and stuff what they're doing. So we will see.
Raiders. Yeah, it is the Raiders.
Yeah. All right, so let's get to the don't likes then, man. All right, so in the chat, drop the 3 things that you don't like about this Titans team, man. All right. So for me, man, the first thing that I don't like is they have limited X factors in terms of the X factor players, right? We talked about Julio is out there, but Julio isn't really Julio at this stage. No Derrick Henry. We like Tannehill situationally. I don't love him. I just like him. Yeah. Like I say, that's a great analogy that you said. A poor man's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a poor man's Josh Allen. So I kind of like him, but I kind of don't like him. Defensively, like I said, a couple of players here and there really like Kevin Byard, but as a whole, I just don't feel like they have enough guys. You know what I mean? Where we talk about like, yo, that's a guy right there. Like, yo, he's legit. We got to worry about this guy right here. I feel like they're a little lacking. They're a little limited in terms of their X factor players. So
yeah. Cornerback group, you could say like as a whole, but if your top guys, Janoris Jenkins, it's not like elite.
Yeah,
I get what, I get what you're saying.
And I think Janoris is questionable coming into this game.
He's been banged up.
I hope that he's finished this whole Jackrabbit thing.
What about it?
The whole
You don't
name
like the
change.
nickname?
Man, it's a lot.
Is that a nickname or official
No,
name?
he's trying to change it. Like, you know how Chad changed into Ocho Cinco?
Yeah.
He's in the process of
Oh,
changing
that's
his name to
terrible.
Jack Rabbit Jenkins. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. And the only reason I know is because that Monday night game where we had to keep hearing my man Louis Riddick called him Jack Rabbit Jenkins. I'm like, why are we calling him that? And the Titans website has him as Jack Rabbit Jenkins.
You're right.
I'm like, bro, this is nuts.
You're right.
Yes. So I'm just like,
They do have him listed like that.
You know what? That's what I don't like. I don't like his name. Okay. I don't like Jack Rabbit. I don't like that name.
Okay, so
I had to get that off my chest.
for me, I'm just gonna combine it. Yeah. I'll do this. I'll do this just in one. I was gonna say I'll combine special teams all together, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. I don't like their kicker, Randy Bullock. Dude, he's missing kicks left and right, man. He's put him in tough situations.
Deke, I am so happy you said that. You know why?
Why?
Because that's my number 2 reason that I don't like about
you. Just have Randy Bullock.
I just put Randy Bullock, and I feel kind of guilty because he was a former teammate, right? Remember, he spent a little time here at Pittsburgh. He got us out of a stadium or two after the whole Scobie thing. So I do feel like I owe him one. I'm forever like, yo, I appreciate you. But yo, I can't. And it's at Hines. I know what that thing looked like. That it's a little iffy. It's a little janky. I don't believe in it at all. At all. Like when he would hit, he was like, yo, thank God. You know what I mean? But he's not that type of guy. You know what I mean? Especially at Hinesville, man. So that's the number 2 thing that I don't like.
No, he's hitting the post. It doesn't look like he has the strongest of legs, but yeah, I mean, he's putting Titans somewhat in a tough situation over these past couple games.
He's not terrible. He's not terrible. We're not saying he's terrible, but
he has been these last 3 games, though. At least the ones that I've watched. He's missing extra points, missing field goals, hitting the
okay.
What do you
He might be terrible. He might be terrible. Dang.
That's not the crossbar. What is that?
The upright?
Yeah, the upright. He's hitting the uprights and stuff. I think that Patriots game would have been a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Outside of the turnovers, obviously, if he would have made some of those field goals. But that's my number 2 is the turnovers. He's passed however many games. Tannehill turning the ball over left and right.
Turning it over.
Fumbling the ball all over the place. The running backs, but then also their special teams guy, Rodgers.
Yep.
He's fumbling it on the punt that gave the Texans an easy touchdown, and then he fumbled it early in the Jacksonville game. They ended up recovering it. So, yeah, turnovers and ball security for the Titans has been costing them. Because they can't afford to do it with how their offense is. You talk about the lack of X factors. They need to keep it secure because that's going to be their best chance. They need to turn the other team over, if anything. That's what they did in the Rams game. Yeah, you can't be turning the ball over with their lack of weapons and just how they're operating right now without Derrick Henry. So, yeah, that's number 2 for me.
No, I like that, man. I see we grinding today. I see us.
Yeah.
All right, the last thing that I don't like is their running backs, man. Without Derrick Henry, they have a commitment to running the ball. And was it Donta Foreman? I mean, like, at times, especially in that
Foreman, Hilliard, they got like 3 guys.
Was it McIntosh? I think he got
McNichols.
McNichols, that's who does, yeah.
But he's not even relevant.
No, because last game they went with Foreman more. But
he's more of a receiving back.
But it's like they rotate which week they want to have a guy as their feature. Because I remember when Henry first went down, they brought in AP. Then AP, they put him out and they put McNichols in. Then from McNichols, they went with Foreman. I've seen Foreman I think Foreman,
he's their guy,
is like their best option right now, but it's different. You watch him, I mean, he's just a guy. Now I say that, but
we saw what the Lions did.
Yes, and that's the part where
Swift had a good game, but it was their guys that were just the guy that went off.
So that's the only part for me where I'm just like, I feel like I have to be careful when I say that. Yeah, because we will have certain players looking like they are all stars, and it's like, bro, this dude ain't like that. So with Foreman, he is a guy, decent size. I don't think he's anything special. But as a whole, I just don't like their running backs. I like their commitment to running the ball, and I like the physicality that they play with along with the O-line. But as a whole, I do not like their running backs. So yeah.
Okay. I think just for the sake of staying consistent, I'll say Ryan Tannehill for my don't like.
Fair enough.
I think we could fluster him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned it feels like as soon as he drops back, they're either doing play action, they're just trying to check it down. And I don't think he's a winning quarterback in terms of like winning a Super Bowl at the end of the day. Yeah. Now he's a quarterback that is better than Kirk Cousins. He's just a little bit above those guys like Jimmy G, Kirk Cousins. Who else do you want to throw in that mix? Baker.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a good example of three guys though,
and
that kind of like
no, exactly the group you're talking about.
Top 20-ish type of tier. I think he's a touch above because of his physical tools. There are things I like about him though because of those tools, the mobility. He does have good arm strength.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's a net factor. I don't know what it is that's lacking with Tannehill. There is, because I see it in certain players. I've seen it with Benny.
He don't have it. Yep.
He's a franchise guy. I've seen it with Brady. I've seen it with Rodgers. Yeah. I think Burrow.
Tannehill's QB1. He's not. I don't think he's franchise QB though.
No.
Like in terms of the it factor, in terms of man, when you talk about 2 minutes left, gotta have it, or any of those scenarios that you always bring up, he definitely it doesn't feel the same.
Anyone you could probably go through examples where he's done it.
I feel better with him than Cousins though in those moments. What would you think?
Tannehill over Cousins?
Yeah, in those moments,
that's what I mean, by slightly, because you could probably even go through his career. And I saw it last year. He had a nice little drive going against the Texans that clinched the AFC South.
Against us, he had a nice drive.
You could do that. That's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. But I harp more on AFC Championship game against Mahomes. No, there's just no chance. There's no chance. You're not outdueling Mahomes, and Tannehill's never really been that guy, in my opinion. Now, you could go through his career, like I said, and probably pull out some of these game-winning drives that he's had, but no, there's just a difference to all this. We talk about all that Ben stuff and the stories and his game-winning drive. It is. It's 100% different. Now, you could even see some of these rookies coming in. Like Mac Jones, I think he's got it. I do. I really like Joe Burrow. I think he does. He's turning the ball over left and right, though. I think he's going to maybe eventually put it together. But yeah, Tannehill doesn't have it, so that's why I got him on the don't like list.
I like that, man. I like it. All righty. We're about 10, 16? Perfect time. All right, so what we
Herbert got it. I think Herbert got it.
I think
in terms of young guys.
Heck yeah. So what I was gonna say is let's jump through these supers real quick. Then after that, we'll go and finish the position by position breakdown.
Yeah.
Give our scores. Do our songs and not our songs. Our top 5 gifts.
Yeah.
And then after
Christmas presents.
Yeah. Then after that, man, we will be out of this thing by limb. So we good, man. We got about 45.
Mr. B. Malarkey. Am I right? No, Black Lavender.
Yep, Black Lavender. Yep.
How long you been spinning, Moats? Looks like an ocean up there.
Man, I cut my hair my junior, going into my senior year of college. Yeah. So since then, that's when these waves came. I was not a short hair guy. I actually missed my long hair, but wifey is like, yo, you're not growing that back out. So yeah, we'll wave it up. But I appreciate you though.
Mr. B. Malarkey with no 7 next year. He says, Deke, breathe. Is it good? Is it a good move to spend cash and draft capital on offensive line and the defense? Could we win with a Tyrod or Jimmy G? On my way to Mars.
Hey, blast off. I actually was talking about that on my other show yesterday. Would you bring back Ben not even bringing back Ben, but the free agent quarterback versus drafting a rookie quarterback and just building up everything around him, like going just spin, kind of like what you be talking about, like the Madden way. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of like that rookie quarterback model where I can just build up everything around him. You know what I mean? I can have stars, kind of like Russ when he was in Seattle, Mahomes before he got paid. I'm trying to think who else. Those probably Dak Prescott in Dallas. Like, I like that type of vibe a little bit more than bringing in a veteran quarterback.
Especially if you got to give him a big contract. Yeah. Not big to the $30, $40 million, but $20 million. Yeah, $20 million is too much for Jimmy G. I don't like that.
I would agree.
It's either you got your guy or you don't.
I would agree. And I just feel like I can win with a rookie who's going to give me the same level of play as a Jimmy G, protect the ball, and then I just spin, get me this D-line, get me this tackle, get me this receiver, run it, or whatever, you know what I mean? And I think, for me, I like that way better.
I like the idea of Ben coming back. Like, if we're bringing those dudes up, like, why would we not just have Ben back?
So if Ben retires, take him out. Now you don't have that. There you go.
I know. And it's different. Yeah. It's different. You got to see what the quarterback landscape looks like in free agency first.
I mean, we know projections right now, right? In terms of the biggest name that could potentially be out there is Aaron Rodgers, but at the same time, he could end up staying in Green Bay. Next big name is Deshaun Watson, but we know what he has surrounding him right now.
You'd have to trade. You have to trade for Watson or Russ.
But I'm trying to think. It's no one of that caliber that's going to be available.
You got to see. Yeah, I think you just got to wait and see. But if we're not getting any of the if those are the guys, if we're saying like those are the top guys available in terms of free agency, like Jimmy G and all them.
Yeah.
I hate this thought of we draft a guy, and is it a competition between them and Haskins and Mason?
What you mean, though? You hate that?
I hate that thought of spending that high of a draft pick for a competition.
But now Haskins, you said that high of a draft pick. 1 minute you say we're drafting high, 1 minute you say we're drafting late. Wait.
I'm just saying it would be our first-round pick, I'm assuming, no matter what.
Oh, so any first-round pick you consider high?
Yeah.
Okay. See, for me, I was thinking of it as like top 15. I thought as high. Anything back half, I ain't think it's still first round. Don't get me wrong, but talent-wise, I think expectations are different.
But you could still take a left tackle or an offensive lineman in that first round as opposed to a quarterback. That's my trouble with it because Haskins hasn't given you the most reason for hope, I guess, because all we've really seen is preseason. Yeah. But who's to say he couldn't beat out the guy that we draft?
I mean,
he does have talent.
They got your boy Mock to us.
Kenny.
They got your boy Mock.
Well, a couple problems with that one. Well, we talked about it, right?
Okay. What's the problem? Because if Seven's retired,
they have us at 12. There's no problem. That's the problem.
We're currently 6-6-1.
They got us at 12.
And we're currently 6-6-1.
I see us at 32. But also the second problem, I don't see Kenny Pickett getting out of like the top 5 or 10. I really don't.
See, if he's the top QB, I can see him though. I can see it going.
Well, I did see some of the mocks. Obviously,
I could see that happening.
They had Pickett to the Steelers, but they did have a bunch of defensive dudes going to those teams that are in need of a quarterback.
Yeah.
So it is trying to, in a way,
because
for them,
you're not just going to take
rebuild.
him just because he's there. Yeah. I don't think like teams are going to have.
There's got to be one team that does the Bengals approach though. Of they needed a lot of things, but I'm just going to take Joe Burrow. There's got to be a team that's just like, I'm going to take Kenny Pickett. Unless they don't.
I don't know, though.
They probably don't think Kenny Pickett's on Burrow's level.
That's what I was about to say. I don't think they're on the same. Yeah.
I get that. But if Trubisky goes number 2 in a draft.
But that was different.
If Bortles goes 3. If I'm seeing. Didn't EJ Manuel go like 7 or something?
But EJ, he went. He was what, 15, 16? But EJ was still balling, though. Like, EJ was respected. It was that right. That's all I'm saying, man.
The dudes that I've seen go in the first round or in the top 10, I'm like, Pickett's got to go there.
I just feel like it's different when you are emotionally invested in this team the way that you are. Like, your perception of these players are going to be higher, right? So your feelings are that, yeah, these guys should be going way higher in the draft, whereas people that step away from it that aren't as diehard, they're not going to feel that way. They'll look and say, he's a good player, but I don't think they're viewing him like with some of the names you're mentioning, the hype surrounding stuff. Like, bro, it was a lot of hype surrounding these players you're naming, man. Like, we know that.
You think it's wrong though, the hype stuff?
I do because I did that. I definitely think
because
it was
a lot of people,
good, but at the time they hyped it up. That's why Trubisky went ahead of Watson. We know that
because I was gonna say a lot of people were down on Burrow even coming out. Yeah. There's something to be said for dude just gets it, and dude's proven. Dude knows how to win. They're like, is his arm strength a little limited? This and that. Dude, who gives a crap, man? Yeah. Who gives a crap? A lot of people were higher on Tua than Burrow. I'm like, come on, man, come on. Yep. But that's how I feel about Pickett. Dude just gets it done. At least, I mean, senior year, he's.
Yeah, I think if he goes to the right situation, he'll be good. I don't think this situation. I don't think this situation in Pittsburgh is good for him. I think he needs one of the Mac Jones situations where it's a lot of pieces already in place. Unless we're going to do some big spending like the Patriots did, I don't think it works for him like that right now here because we got a lot of flaws. I mean, when you talk about the O-line situation, you got to get that improved. That's a big issue. But yeah, I just feel like it's multiple things that they're going to have to get addressed anyways, man. But we will get to that down the road.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Junie Riddle. I'm sorry.
Junie. Yep.
Junie Riddy. Is that Riddy or Riddle? Anyway, I've mentioned I work for sports media in Nashville. Titans defense is better than most people think. Our only chance is to dominate their struggling O-line. Yeah, the O-line has been struggling a little bit. They got names, but it hasn't been the same.
No, it definitely has. All right. Was that Drexler Singer says, smooth. Good morning, fellas. Top of the morning to you as well. And then Jason Hess says favorite NFL stadium as a player and fan.
It's a good question.
Here we go. All right.
You want to go first?
Now you go first, man.
Heinz will always be the default home,
Okay.
but in terms of places we've been outside of that, I got to go Packers.
Okay. Green Bay was dope. Favorite place for me to play is Baltimore. I love the hostile environment. Make me feel hated. Make me feel like y'all don't like me. And then we make plays there. We just shut up 70,000. I love that. No better feeling, man. No better feeling. And then as a fan, I'll probably say Arrowhead. Because it's just nuts. And the way that they start, like, we talked about it before with the whole national anthem. And instead of them saying the home of the Braves, saying the home of and the whole stadium just yells out, Chiefs. Like, it's electric from start to finish, the atmosphere. And I guess because I've been there for some regular season games and obviously big playoff game as well, the atmosphere never lets me down, man. So those are my two. Because you could easily say Heinz, but yeah. We already know those. All right.
Chip Slater.
Oh,
He's giving us some
Buffalo,
support.
Huh? Should I tell you? Like, actually, I really love Buffalo the most. Nah. Did I tell you about what's that State Farm Arena out in Glendale, Arizona? I think it's my favorite.
Yeah, those places were cool. Like the newer stadium there, San Fran was sick.
Fire,
dude, there's a charm to Lambeau Field. I don't know what it is.
It
I've never
is.
been to Wrigley or Fenway, but that's kind of how they talk about Lambeau in terms of like NFL circles. And it was cool. It lived up to the hype. I really liked Lambeau.
I would agree. All right, and then Chip Slater just showing some love as well. All righty. So we're at what, 10:26. So yeah, like I said, we'll take this up to about 40. We good. All right. So with a little bit more haste as we proceed, quarterbacks.
That's another easy one for me, dude.
You went Tannehill for real?
No.
Oh,
this one's too easy.
You thought about
dude.
it? Yeah.
Hell no, dude.
Oh,
it just makes me laugh. I'm telling you, man. Like,
what did it make you laugh?
I
about?
guarantee you. Like, just the general perception out there in the public. Not necessarily Steelers, because I asked.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was out to dinner with my family and some family friends and whatnot. I said, who would you take, Ben or Tannehill? And everyone was saying Ben.
Okay.
But I guarantee you, NFL circles, you just throw it out there, Tannehill or Ben.
Tannehill.
I guarantee it. Yeah. I guarantee it. And it's like laughable to me.
That's the wrong answer?
It is.
Oh.
It's laughable to me, too.
Okay.
Because even this season, as much as people were ripping on Ben, and like I said, I think he's stringing together a pretty good season over these past 7 or 8 games. And I think a lot of what was going on in the struggles, the first however many games, and then also the first half of these last however many games too. You point to the Vikings game. You want to talk about, Ravens game? I don't know. I don't think that was really a struggle on offense. It was just we didn't get our opportunities, and they were running the ball. They were killing the clock on us. Anyway. Dude's stringing together kind of decent season here. 19 touchdowns. 7 interceptions, over 3,000 yards. Tannehill, 14 touchdowns, so 5 less touchdowns, 13 interceptions, less yards, 2,900, and played in one more game. And I told you about the it factor. I don't even need to read off the stats. I really don't. But
tell them how you really feel, Deke. Tell them how you really feel.
We've seen it throughout Ben's career. I'm a broken record on these quarterback comparisons. I'm a broken record. I'll just admit it. We've seen it how many times throughout Ben's career. He's doing it again this year. We see the game-winning drives, the clutch moments. How he willed the team. How he willed the team last year, or not last year. How he willed the team last game to almost beating the Vikings down 29-0.
Talk about it, bro. Talk about it.
Case closed.
What I want to ask though, real quick, before I proceed.
Okay.
The way Ben is playing this season, if the majority of his career was like this season, would he be a Hall of Famer?
It's hard for me to say, dude, just because I don't think our line's been up to par. Now, the difference between him this year, and even the last however many years, 4 or 5 years, versus early in his career, is definitely the mobility.
Right.
But he hasn't been the most mobile quarterback for how long? Past decade, I guess you could say.
No, he's
not
mobile.
decade. We'll say 5 years. Let's say
mobile.
5 years. Let's say 5 years, because even in the early 2010s, he was definitely more mobile than he is right now. It's just different. I feel like if he has a line and he has a little bit more help at receiver, It's more about the line. It's more about the line because if we had a line, I think it's different, dude. I really do.
So you don't think he's taking a decline in any way, shape, or form outside of just athletic ability?
I still think the arm strength is there, dude. I really do.
So zero decline.
Here's my problem with this. Because like with Brady, or you could even say Rodgers, is there a decline in their games?
I was asking about Ben.
No, but that's how I feel about Ben too. Like I feel like he's on their level.
I was just asking about Ben. I don't care about them dudes.
No, that's my question. But like here's my point. Comparing Brady now versus like 07 Brady or like prime Patriots Brady. Like
I'm not following you. I don't care about Brady.
Well, no, I don't.
I was like, yo, you keep.
I'm saying outside of mobility. No, he still has it. I do.
Cool. I just want to hear what your thoughts were.
I think if the line was different, because that's how I feel about Brady too. It's like, bro, you want to compare him to the younger version? Is he more mobile with the Patriots? But dude still got it. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers still got it. Nah. I mean, his mobility's stayed pretty good, but no.
Yeah, I just feel like anytime if you ask the question and you got to bring up that person and this person to like make this case, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like the case ain't as strong. That's all.
Why? I just feel like the line's making them look bad this year.
Hey, it's all good.
The line's made them look bad these past couple years.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Anywho, all right.
Dude, those throws we saw with Vikings. I mean, we've seen the throws.
Anywho, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you.
You brought up the point, too. You don't want to take anything away from Ben's even career up to this point. Mm-hmm. I don't think it is.
I'm just saying, you don't think he's declined in any way outside of like that? Just for me, I don't know. If that's how you truly feel, cool.
It's tough to say when I see.
Like, dang.
It's tough to say whenever I saw the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter last week.
What was you saying in the first quarter, in the second quarter?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think any of that's his fault. I really don't.
That's why I said, if that's how you truly feel, cool. Yeah. So running backs though.
Oh, do you got QB?
Oh, for me?
Oh no. Come on, dude. Just tell me how you feel. Because I don't want to hear the following week how you said, "Oh, Deke, you convinced me to take Ben over Burrow." Just tell me how you feel.
Oh
no, we know.
No, in all seriousness though, man, I like Ben solely for the fact that he's not turning the ball over right now. I don't think that he's gonna always play like fourth quarter Ben of last week. I do think that what we've been seeing in some of these halves, that's a part of that decline from my perspective. I know you don't agree. Right. From my perspective, though, I think that's a part of that decline as well. Just his lack of ability to elevate those around him when it's getting really bad. That's what he could do in the past. That's what he's struggling with now, which is why we have these lulls offensively until he gets it. And then he's like, all right, I could do it for 2 series. I can do it for maybe 3, but he can't do it for whole games anymore. That's the part of that decline from my perspective. But with Tannehill, I just think Tannehill's limited. Tannehill's a good quarterback, will never be a great quarterback. He's going to do some things that are going to look really nice, but at the same time, he might turn that ball over. When he's turning the ball over like he's turning over now, this is the Miami Dolphins version of Tannehill. I don't like this version, but this is a product of no Derrick Henry. So now you're forced to put the ball in Tannehill's hand a lot more. And just by doing that, he's going to have a lot more turnovers as we're seeing right now. But yeah, that's the big thing for me, though, man. Ben just not turning the ball over. As long as he's protecting that rock, he'll be fine because he can get hot. As we've seen, he's become more of a streaky guy versus just the 4-quarter monster. And you can still win with that. But it's a difference, though, in terms of how he's operating right now. So,
did my case convince you?
No. But I like your passion, though, bro. Your passion is real.
So you were saying that no matter what?
I was going there anyways. Okay, I just want to give you a hard time about the Tannehill thing. But with, your passion is real, though. Your passion is real.
RBs. Oh, this one's easy.
Super easy. Foreman. You were a Foreman, right?
Do you like their collection of backs?
I do not. I cannot stand their running back room. Can't stand them. Give me Najee. Give me Benny Snell. Give me Caleb. All right.
I like Balazs. We just haven't given enough carries.
Yeah. But no, I like our running back. Oh, yeah,
Najee Harris. I think he's top 5 in rushing yards right now.
He is.
That's not saying too much.
Though, yeah.
I was gonna say he's got a ton of. I don't think his yards per carry is that good, but it's not saying much from the standpoint that I don't think the running back numbers as a whole are that up across the league.
But what I'll say is this though, and I'm gonna knock on wood to not jinx him, but the fact that he's been doing this, and number one, no injuries, number two, no fumbles. Think about that, like, bro, that's almost like L. Bell. Like, remember when L. Bell wasn't fumbling. L. Bell had 2 fumbles in 4 years or something ridiculous.
He hasn't fumbled.
Not even a fumble.
Right.
We're not talking about a lost fumble. Not even a fumble. Because L. Bell was like, he's not even fumbling that rock. That's night and day from what we were dealing with a year ago. The past 2 years being realistic.
Yeah.
So for me,
and we're still giving Benny
part.
Snell the ball in weird late game situations. I'm like, what are we doing?
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And we know what that's been like. Like, bro, we wild. All right. Wide receivers.
That's us.
I like us too. Yes,
easily us because AJ Brown's not playing. Julio banged up, and then they got a bunch of no names. I don't even want to go through the list.
No, I agree with you
because I don't even know who their third guy is. The fourth guy, I see so many dudes out there.
Yep.
The one dude has 2 names, something Westbrook.
No, he's my fantasy receiver right now, man.
Really?
He's like my third guy though. Yeah.
Are you starting him?
He's my flex guy. I had to flex him.
Oh, you're down bad.
Well, I forgot who.
Bye weeks or something.
Yeah, I forgot who. No, who would I have? I should pull up. I don't feel like pulling up my phone right now, but I had to pick him up just like a week ago. He actually was alright though. Yeah, for what I needed, he was cool. He was cool.
That's definitely awesome.
Yeah, our receiving group was way better. Though.
As much as we want to rip on Claypool and his antics, dude still probably gonna have over 1,000 yards this year. Deontay Johnson's got over 1,000.
Absolutely.
James Washington, if he keeps doing that, that's different.
We definitely have them. Case closed there. Tight ends.
Us. They don't have anyone.
Fullback. They use a fullback.
Swaim. Ferkser. I'll take Muth.
I like our tight ends. Shoot, because even with that, I mean, Muth is still doing.
When's Ebron coming back?
No, I don't think I thought he had to have a surgery.
Is he out for the season?
Yeah, I thought he had to have a knee surgery.
He might be.
Yeah. Because he said he had got hurt when he scored the touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him getting injured, a couple weeks ago. And I thought he was going to be out for an extended period of time. I didn't know we were going to get him back the last week or so.
I know he had to have, I want to say he had to have surgeries. That's why I don't think he's coming back at all this season. But here's the real question. O-line.
I'll go with them.
Oh, I was about to say, Lord.
They're able to push a little bit still in the running game. Even without Derrick Henry, they could keep it somewhat consistent. It's not amazing. It's like plodding along, but
I'll say a bad Taylor Lewan is still an elite O-lineman to anybody that we have.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm with you on O-line. They've been struggling, but just with how ours has been playing, it's been rough.
I would agree. All right.
Defense.
Let's go edge rusher, like DN's edge rusher type.
I got to go us.
They're both 3-4. Yeah, excuse me, they're both 3-4. So yeah, outside linebackers, they got Harold Landry, who has 11 sacks.
Yeah.
Ola is going to be starting opposite him. Does Ola have a sack this year? I know
he's got 2.5.
I know he's had some pressures. I didn't know if he had any sack. Okay, yeah. Versus now because I guess we'll find out later today. But they said that TJ and Highsmith should be practicing this week, and you know how Coach T talk when he talks about guys being available. So if our guys are available, then yes, give me TJ and Highsmith, no question. If we are compromised where we don't have both or we don't have TJ, then I got to go with the Titans. So
yeah, with how Landry's been playing this year, I think you got to give them the nod. And then especially,
I personally like Ola over.
Yeah, he's been playing kind of decent, huh?
If we got to go down our list of who. Yeah. Inside linebackers, though.
Well, what if we see your boy?
Simon, I know you're talking about. Now, Simon career-wise is not a debate, but we haven't seen Simon
with the Steelers
this year. Whereas with Ola, we've seen Ola. Ola's been playing. He's been a part of the rotation. He's been productive. Yeah, that's my only thing, man. Shoot, Simon was just down there with them boys.
He was. I think it was week 12 was his last game.
Ola might have took his spot.
Maybe just not the best fit in their system.
Ola said, that's my spot.
Good for him.
It's the Steeler way.
Good for him.
Once the Steeler, always the Steeler? So we can root for him?
No.
All right, just checking.
Not him or Bud. I don't think Bud's coming back this week anyway.
Yeah, he's still hurt. Yep.
What are we doing, inside linebackers?
Oh. See, career-wise, I like Cunningham.
Well, I don't know if
But he's
going
gonna
to be playing.
Bro, he's maybe starting this weekend,
You
bro.
think?
Bro, he might be penciling him to start this week.
So here's their guy. He's like their 4 guys.
I'm telling you, bro.
I know people are banged up left and right. Who's in, who's out.
Bro,
David Long, he's been playing good.
He's questionable right now.
But yeah, he's been hurt in and out and stuff.
Yep.
Rashawn Evans, Jayon Brown, and Zach Cunningham.
Bro, they have Zach listed as their starter right now.
Really?
Yes.
Where are you at?
I go to ESPN all the time. Yeah.
Okay. This is the Titans website.
Because it just tell you, like, they not, like, team websites don't update the depth charts as frequently as these on ESPN just because it's more of the betting and stuff like that. And they give you the questionable and all that. Yeah, bro.
See, I'm seeing here, man, I don't know. Is David Long back or not?
He's questionable.
No, hold on. What is this?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong guy. They're showing the Rams guy here. No wonder. Yeah, but no, he's been good for them this year.
No, I know you're talking about. David Long's a good player. Not a great player, but a good player.
So, yeah, if he's out, I mean, it's them. I got to go with them, I think.
Yeah, we don't even know who our starting linebackers are right now. Is Buddy Johnson getting garbage time reps or are these starter reps? Who knows?
I think, yeah, because if Long's not back, you got Evans, Brown, Cunningham.
Yeah, which linebackers are playing this week? Who's playing?
You know
for
what,
us?
though? Nah, you know what?
Who are you comparing them to for us? Is it Marcus Allen? Because he played last week. Is it Buddy Johnson? He played last week too.
It'll be Bush and Schobert.
You sure?
They're going to be our main guys, yeah.
How sure are you, though? Because they clearly weren't our main guys down the stretch. And Marcus Allen was a big part of our defense last week.
If Long doesn't play, I'm flipping. Give me us.
Okay.
Give me Bush. I think he's pissed off.
I thought he was pissed off last week. And
I don't know. He might have been too lax. Now he's pissed off.
Does he know who we playing this week? Hold on. It's Wednesday. He knows who we playing. Now it's 10:40. We're good. And no, that's not a shot at him. That is what he said. I'm just going off of what he said out of his mouth, not what I said. He said. Okay.
I'll take us.
Okay. I will take them.
Understood.
Yes.
Understood. Mine's more on Bush has a good game.
Yeah. D-line?
I think this is it. I think this is the one.
It's the one. I hope so.
I think this is the one.
D-line? Oh,
this is
they
close.
got a dude too, though. We
Yeah.
both got a dude.
This is a little closer.
Their dude is younger than our dude, though.
Simmons. Autry's not bad either.
Now,
Is Tart playing? He's... I don't know if he's playing or not.
It's close now. We can't go to the... Well, we got a star. They don't have a star. We're good. Depth doesn't matter. Depth matters right here. Depth matters right here. Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
It does.
I'll make it easy on myself. I'm going to take their group. I just think that they have a little bit more depth right now. Now, I know Bugs
got
and
some
Davis
guys coming
are
back.
supposed to be coming back.
Can I make the case? Yeah. Can I make the case for Hayward, Wormley, Montravis versus
Montravis,
Simmons,
like
Tart, and Autry? Can we get the edge a little bit?
You said Mondo, right?
No, I'm not throwing him on
Montravis.
And then throwing Bugs, Loudermilk a little bit.
You throwing in dudes? We don't even know if they playing yet. They still hurt.
Yeah, I'm adding extra guys, but I'm not adding extra guys in for them. Like, they could be saying, oh, man, what about Laquan Jones?
He's like, no, y'all just get those three.
Actually,
those
he's not bad,
guys. That's it. That's all y'all get.
He's not terrible.
I'm taking their D-line, bro. Yeah.
Give me Cam. Give me...
Mondo.
No, not Mondo.
He's going to play? Mondo was playing last week?
Give me Cam. Give me Wormley. Give me Montravis. I guess, yeah, you're going to maybe see a little bit Mondo, depending on Bugs.
You done threw in the whole D-line versus
depending
three
on
guys.
Depending on Bugs and Davis.
In fact, give me Tuitt and Alualu on IR as well. That's going to count as a half. That boy played,
I feel like there's a bounce back game this week just for that whole front seven.
Nah, it needs to be because, like I said, Tennessee is going to come in here and be super physical and try to run that rock. And if you're watching the tape the past 4 weeks, why wouldn't you? You know? So it's time to put up or shut up. At what point do you say enough is enough?
That's what I mean. I think this is it. I think this is it. That's why I'm going to go with our defensive line. That's why I'll go with the inside linebackers with Bush too.
All right. What about our corners? I'm
going us.
You okay?
Joe Hayden.
Give me Joe. Back, though?
Yeah. I hope. If Joe Hayden's back, I think it's definitely us. Even if he's not,
See,
I'm liking Akello, dude. I really am.
I know you like Akello.
I'm on the bandwagon.
I see it. I know how you do. I'm not doing that just yet. Oh, man. See, I like their players a little bit better, but I think we have the way better matchup.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't feel like any of those guys are going to threaten us the same way that our guys can threaten them. So, for that purpose, I would take us. But if I was just clean slate and I'm saying, hey, which unit I want on my team, I would take their unit.
Is Jenkins playing this week?
I think he's questionable as well.
Because they had Scrine play a lot last week.
But Buster's still a good player. That's my
thing.
He
got like, that. I think he got that pick.
I'm like, they have good players in their secondary. They don't have anyone that's going to match up with our guys like that, though. So, yeah, like I said, I'm taking our players in the matchup.
Okay.
But I like their unit better than our unit if it was blank slate.
Even with Joe back? Joe, Cam, Akello? Norwood?
I like just because you throw in Akello now, it doesn't help because throwing in Pierre. You know what I mean?
No, but this is a little more serious. Like I got Akello over any cornerback in this thing.
Because he had 2 picks. I get it. He had 2 picks. And then if he gives up 2 touchdowns, you'll be singing a completely different tune. That's all I'm saying. I'll be pissed.
Bro. That's
all I'm saying.
I'll take more heat for the Akello. I know the whole Pierre Island stuff, but I actually feel way more strongly about Akello as solely like a stud he had cornerback. 2 picks. He's got the talent, though. I've heard enough from the 49ers people saying like he can lock up dudes. It's just that he's been a head case. So I need 4 games from him. I need 4 games. I think we're gonna get that.
Now,
you could shed on me way more if Akello doesn't live up to the hype.
I want him to live up to the hype. I think it's better for us if he does, man. I definitely do.
Like, I'll take that heat. Now, what does that exactly mean? You call me out, and I say, oh, yeah, I was wrong.
Oh, yeah, and I'm mad, too, bro. I keep forgetting. When you just said, what would it take me calling you out? I was like, no, I remember. I actually still got your white claws. They're upstairs. I meant to bring them down here, bro. From the bet. From like
claws,
a week ago.
Not the Bud Light tie-dyes.
Bro, I totally forgot. I thought you said claws.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I got your claws.
Same thing, though.
Yeah. So, then they've been up there for like the past 3 days. I keep forgetting to bring them down here, bro.
Drinking that claw pack.
I'm glad we just talked, and it just reminded me, like, oh, I am supposed to give you that. Yes. So now we're good. All right. Anywho, safeties. Because we're what? 40. Oh, we're at 47?
I got to go with us.
You sure?
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
Minka over Byard. Monty Hooker, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Oh, Minka over Byard.
Oh, yeah. That's case closed.
You make it sound like it's so easy.
I think it is.
Why is that?
I think Minka's playing pretty damn good.
You know Byard is an all-pro multiple times?
He's playing pretty good.
He got 5 picks right now? Do you like? I don't know if you know Kevin Byard like that,
no,
bro.
He's playing good. I think he's only made 1 Pro Bowl, though. Bro. He's only made 1.
Because nobody respects him. Byard is
I know
nice,
he's
bro.
good. I know he's good. But Minka played pretty damn good last week. He's been playing pretty good this whole season. Don't listen to PFF's ratings. But I'll take him over Byard. Hooker versus Edmonds. I like Edmonds.
Dang. It's close. Edmonds has been on the show multiple times, so I will go with us. And that's where
you're
I'm
right, multiple times.
He's been on for multiple times, so
he didn't drop the freestyle though.
He didn't. So I thought about them even more for that, but because he's been on the show multiple times, we'll go with us. But that Minka to Byard gap, Minka's ahead,
I really hope
is very close,
I really
bro.
hope this doesn't come back to bite me and we see Byard have an amazing game.
But that's no different. What did we say about Harrison Smith and Minka?
It was Von Bell.
Harrison Smith and Minka as well. I was like, yo, Harrison, it's close. Like, we always, because it's our guy, we say, oh man, heck yeah, it's not even like, bro, Byard is nice. If Ben is tripping, Byard will catch his picks. Like, Byard does that. That's all I'm saying. It's different. Yeah.
He doesn't have Jamal Adams' hands.
Not at all. He gonna get that rock. All right.
Kickers, that's us.
Wash, definitely us. Not even close. Punter is them though. They definitely got the punter.
Yeah. Return. Their dude's been fumbling. McLeod, it seems like his was more of a one-off, so I'll go with us on return.
I like our special teams unit better than their unit. I would say that, but they definitely got the punting advantage.
Score predictions.
All right. Oh yeah, man, it's 10:50. So yeah, let's get these predictions in, and then after that, get to the last little fun part of the show, huh? All right. Matter of fact, I've truly neglected the chat. I apologize. I got so engulfed in this conversation. Let us know your score predictions, please. Put those in there, and we will definitely read those off. Because Deke be over here trying to sell me on these dudes. Like, man, I don't know what Deke be talking about, bro. He's selling me on 5th and 6th D lineman versus Jeffrey Simmons. Like, boy, what the heck?
No, Cam over Jeffrey. But then you got to look at the other guys.
my man list off 30 dudes. It was like, yeah, I like those 30 over these 3. Like, how that work, man? You making my hair hurt.
Well, I don't know who's going to play. That's the problem, too. I don't know out of that combo who's exactly all going to play, because you're right. We see Mondo. I'm not a big fan of Mondo. The Bugs is coming back.
But I'm like, you throw it louder. No, you throw it in Wormley. After all season, you've been trying to get Wormley up out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, what we doing, man?
I'm back on Wormley. I guess I never really was on Wormley, but
you've been anti-Wormley. Big Worm. Give Big Worm some love, man.
Yeah. He's been playing good. He's been playing good enough.
I like him. All right, I see the predictions coming in, baby. I see the predictions.
Whoa. 48-42 Steelers over Titans.
Ooh, I see Jason Deppenbrook says 24-21 Steelers. See Robert Hostler 31-27 Steelers. The Broberian has Najee going for 124 rushing yards this game as well. Thomas Riley has it 33-17 Titans though. Ooh.
King Cool says Deke, bring the score back. 27-13.
Bring it.
Is there a need for redemption?
Hey, is there a need for redemption? Might be. While you're considering, I'm gonna keep reading off, but you think about it.
Does that help us for the 4-0 run?
It could. Oh. It got us undefeated last time.
Oh.
Because no one thinks it's gonna be 42-18 Titans.
I brought it back for the wild card game last year. That was the problem. I said I'm never doing it again.
But you never say never. But never. Come on, man.
Wow.
I believe in you.
I got to think about that one.
You know, they say the children are the future.
That is a good score, too, for this game. That's a really good score for this game.
Come on, man. This your game, man. This your one.
Are we doing them now, or are we still reading them off?
I'm going to read off a couple more. I'll read off a couple more. All
Let
right.
me think about
Hannibal 090 says 24-13 Steelers. Maxwell Miller 31-27 Steelers. Then we have Cody G 28-10 Steelers. We also, let's see, heavy unpopular opinion going with his namesake 34-30 Tennessee.
Boo.
Man, then we got Mush 35-21 Titans. Man. Oh, and then Trina still diva because this will be her birthday game. She says, my birthday game. Najee, Chase, Deontay, and Move get touchdowns. Okay. So she got us going and winning it going ahead. All right. Or going away. John Gotti. Shout out to John Gotti as well. He says Steelers 7, Titans 21. First half from Juicebox 32. You ready for this? First half, 17-zip Tennessee. Final score, 24-20 Steelers. That's damn good. That's a good one right there. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. And then the last one I'll read up before we do our scores is from Pro Pax. He says 24-21 Titans with the crying emoji.
He's sad.
All right. So what you got, man?
You want to go first?
I'll go first because I'm going to be a lot more short-winded.
Oh, man.
This is going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be back and forth, not in the high scoring variety, but I do think both of these teams are going to beat the heck out of each other. I think the Steelers will try to match their physicality because they're flat out tired of being embarrassed. I do think that they will be able to have some success in terms of Tannehill. I don't know what this running defense is going to look. That's the only concern for me right now. If we can stop that run, I love us. If they're able to run that ball and Tannehill can operate with play action, it just makes it a lot more difficult. I think we find our way somewhere in between that. Offensively, though, I do think we get one or two good vintage Ben drives. I don't think it's going to be a 4-quarter performance. I think it's going to be some ugly in there. But as a whole, I don't think he's going to be the reason. I think he'll give us enough of what we need. But Najee has to be the answer for us today. I'm believing in Najee. I'm believing in my man going off.
They do have a good rush defense. We didn't really talk about that at all.
But I'm believing in Najee, though. And I don't even, not in the sense of 100+ yards, just to make it effective.
Basically what he's been doing all season.
Right. Just make them believe. Make them believe so that way Seven can take advantage of these receiver matchups that we got out there. But I have it 24-18 Steelers. Definitely think it'll be a good one, though, man.
24-18. Interesting score.
Yeah,
Safety or something.
Yeah, because for me, man, I was like, I feel like it's gonna be something wacky. I don't know how, but it's just something wacky with the scoring that it's supposed to be actually cold that day too, man. These next couple days supposed to be hot. Then it's gonna be like 30, maybe lower than that on Sunday. So I just feel like it's gonna be just one of them weird Sunday 1:00 December game kickoffs where odd things go on, but at the end of the day, man, we find a way to get it done.
You're right. 27 degrees. I don't know if that's the low. I'm also seeing 40 degrees. But it looks cloudy.
Yeah.
Could be weird. Could be a weird game. A little windy or something. I don't know.
Bro, you know, it's always December at Heinz Field. The weather is wacky always. I just feel like that's going to be to our advantage, though. I think that's going to help us out, especially with the field goal kick. And I think Bullock definitely misses two. I think he misses two. Because they'll move
extra
the ball.
Point?
They're going to move the ball. I don't know if it's extra point, but he'll miss two. I think because they're going to move the ball. They'll have some chances, but the drives will stall. And that's my thing. And from there, I just think that we get it done, man. Backs against the wall.
I agree we get it done. To go 4-0, you got to win the first one.
Backs against the wall, man.
And I think this is it.
Oh, here he goes. Here he goes, ladies and gentlemen.
I can't do it.
7 looks in his eyes.
I can't do it, dude.
Those for 450. 3 touchdowns. And he kicks the extra point.
27-13. I can't
It sounds good, though. It's a good score.
It's a great score for this game. It's a great score.
I think it's realistic also.
Do I have to keep using it is the question?
I considered using it. I didn't want to step on your toes, though. You got nice toes. I didn't want to mess them up.
I said I was never doing it again.
Come on, bro. We always said we was never. Man, I told myself I was never going to go back. And what did I do? Oh, the game called me back. Oh, man. I said never, but oh, man, I had to. It's all right, bro. We all fall every once in a while, man. I'm going to be your friend to give you that push. You know, 27 is your score, bro. No one made 27 cool until you did it.
It sounds so right.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It sounds so right for this game.
People's like, oh, Steve Atwood is 20. No one cared about it, bro. It was like, yo, Deke is 27. And irony, how about foreshadowing? 27-13. You don't see the foreshadow here? Oh, you don't see the foreshadow? You were just ahead of the curve. Come on, bro. Now it's your destiny. It's your destiny to make that call, bro.
All right.
You were saying 13 before you even knew you was 13. You must have been a grower, not a shower. It's okay.
I said I was never bringing this score back.
Here he goes. Let's go. It's your destiny.
But
this
it's redemption time.
Oh,
not only for me.
What's up?
But for the Steelers.
Whew, okay. What they going to do then?
They're going to score 27.
Mm-hmm.
And the Titans are going to score 13.
Whew. How'd it happen, though? How's it happen?
Ben throws for 5 touchdowns.
Oh, wait, man. Well, all right, no, okay, get busy then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big game at Heinz Field.
Let's go.
Najee solid. They don't do anything on offense.
Yeah.
They don't do anything on offense. It looks like the second half in the Steelers-Vikings game.
What you said the score was again, man?
That's what it should have been.
What you said the score was again, man?
Don't worry about it. That's the score, but also...
Continue. I'm loving it, yo. 5 touchdowns. We got 27 points. I'm with it, bro. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Don't worry about it. You can't worry about it.
All right. Let's get it.
The score is more of a good luck charm type of thing.
I'm all for that, bro. I like good luck charms.
Yeah.
Like a rabbit's foot. Yeah.
So... No, defense. I'm being serious about defense, too. I'm being serious about this whole thing.
I am, too. 5 touchdowns, 27 points. Let's do it, bro.
Defense looks like how it did in the second half of that Vikings game. Because that's how it should have looked the whole game. That's how I was expecting it to look.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like that in this game because you're right. We're pissed off. Yeah. It's sick of getting embarrassed. And this is like a similar scenario where we have a quarterback that's limited, in my opinion, Ryan Tannehill, and they have way less weapons than the Vikings with no Derrick Henry. Julio Jones banged up as your number 1 receiver. So defense does really good. Tannehill, what's he get? 150 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks. Running game, they don't get more than like 60, 70 on the ground. That's it. Defense looks good. Offense looks really good.
Like
I mentioned, 5 touchdowns from Ben.
Let's get
27-13.
Let's get it. And we figured out how you get the 5 touchdowns. My man, he says he had 5 touchdowns, but 1 got called back. Dawson had it. He said he threw the 5, but 1 got called back. So we're good. Or Deontay dropped 1. There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so somebody had to get a drop in there, so we're good,
I
man.
see you.
We are good. All right, and we're right at 11 o'clock. So what we're going to do is this, man. We're going to walk on the wild side, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to play a little dicey game here, okay? Because I do got my other show at 12, and I got to be able to drive over there. So
For sure.
we're going to go to 11:10.
Okay.
We walk on the wild side because we about to transition to our Christmas thing, right? So it doesn't have to go all the way to 10, but if it does, it does, all right? But in the meantime, I'm going to read these supers off real quick. So you get those supers ready on your end as well.
Yeah, I got. Let's go, UW.
Okay. All right, bet. So Cliff the Dark Knight was ahead of him. He says, when it comes to 7, Deke won't speak no ill will. I would agree with that. Yes, I would. Okay. Next up we have, let's go UW.
Moats, are we going to have a Raymond?
Oh, hold on.
Is this Ramon Foster?
Yeah, but wait a minute. Wait, it was 2 ahead of that. My bad.
Oh,
I didn't know
okay.
he had 2 of them. I thought it was the same
Okay.
one. All right, he says, so Moats, why do you think small school guys work out better and last longer than the bigger brand ones in terms of players? From my personal experiences, I think personally that small school guys, undrafted guys, or late round draft picks, you just have more fire, more of that chip on your shoulder wanting to prove guys wrong. I know for me, that was a big thing. Anyone that knows my story and they say, why were you motivated even late in your career? I say, man, every day I was pissed off. I signed my deal. They draft a guy in the first round. I come over in free agency. They bring another linebacker in. I mean, every year, whether it was in Buffalo, Pittsburgh, AZ, that's what you deal with as a small school guy, as a late round guy. But yeah, whereas your bigger name guys, your first round picks, they've already had the pomp and circumstances. They've already had their roses handed to them sometimes before they even accomplish anything money at the NFL. Yeah. Like you get this millions and you haven't even made a tackle. For those guys, I mean, some of them, at least, it takes the hunger out. I know for me, I didn't get that coming in. So I was even more hungry and even more pissed off because I'm like, I'm better than this dude. And he got that money because he went to this school instead of, where I went. So that's from my perspective, though. All right. Then we got Gordy Man 86. He says, if we had a high quality offensive line, Tuitt and Alualu back, how good would the Steelers be right now? Much love. I mean, I would hope that would be really good if we had the O-line.
Dude, we could be like 8-5 right now, honestly, even without them.
We would be like really, really good. But
it's just some basic shit that we're missing.
Yeah.
And Tomlin's mentioned that in the press conference. It's like, oh man, can we just get off these blocks? Can we just do basic stuff in terms of contains?
It's that simple, man. All right.
Let's go, UW.
Yep, now we're there.
Moats, are we going to have, he says Raymond. I think Ramon Foster sighting for this game since he runs a radio show in Nashville.
Now, he does run that show down there, man. He early morning. I think they get on at like 7.
Does he talk Titans?
Yeah. He's like 7 in the morning. We talk Titans, Vols as well since he played at Tennessee.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and he obviously lives down there and stuff like that, yeah. But shoot, man, it would be dope if the homie pull up, man. We will see, though, man. We will see. All right, and then the last one. Oh, shout out to the homie, Night Rider 16. Lord, always showing love. We greatly appreciate you. You want to read this one? Yeah, I'll read this one. He says, Deke, what is Ben's stat line? I should have read that out before you did your whole spill, because you definitely just dropped the whole spill.
5 touchdowns.
5 tutties, 27 points, though. Yeah, that's how we doing the math today. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. But no, we greatly appreciate you, Night Rider. Greatly appreciate you. All right, so we're going to pay this bill real quick, and then we'll get to this final topic. So today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. You know the leaders in below the waistline grooming. You know the ones that keep the grass so the tree can show a little extra, especially this time of year when we're trying to stuff a lot of stockings, or maybe just one stocking you're trying to stuff. Who knows? But the thing that I do like about Manscaped is some of the awesome things they have. We talked about the Lawnmower 4.0, keeps you groomed up nice and neat. And then you have the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner.
Yeah.
Keeps the hair looking good, smelling fresh, healthy. You know
100%.
Can't go wrong with that. The nose trimmers. Got to get them weed whackers. We don't want no nose hairs. That's some of the products that Manscaped offers, man. But they have a ton of stuff. And I have heard that women also like to use the Lawnmower 4.0 as well, man. It definitely helps. Like I said, real low risk in terms of nicks and cuts and stuff like that. So, you definitely want to check the crew out, baby. Yes, you do. But more importantly, as we always say, if we're going to talk about you, we got to have a promo code, some type of deal.
No question.
So if you use the promo code Moats, put it on everything, you will get 20% off along with free shipping worldwide. So Stop wasting time and take care of your delicate twins, and they will take care of you and your friends. Shout out to Manscaped, though, man. Shout out to
Manscaped. Yep.
All right. Now for the last thing we're going to talk about to have a little fun. Top 5 Christmas presents that we have ever received. Woo!
I got my list.
Top 5. Now, like I said, we're going to go right. We got 6 minutes. All right. So we're going to spend a little time, but we're not going to spend a lot of time. All right. Just enough time, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
List them off in the comments, too.
Oh, yeah. Drop them in the comments.
Top 5 Christmas presents. Favorite Christmas presents of all time.
Top 5
the ones
presents
that left
you
that
received.
Impact.
You remember them forever. All right. So for me, did you go 5 to 1 or you just got them random?
Random.
Okay, perfect. I got mine random as well then. All right, we're good. But the first one I got to talk about is the most memorable one for me, and that is my drum set. No, not this drum set. It was the company was called Mars, M-R, M-A-R-S. I think that's how they spell it. It was either M-A-R-S or they did it M-R-S. I can't remember, but yeah, man, I was probably 8. Yeah, I was 8 years old, man. Never forget it, dude. I used to always play the pots and pans in like the kitchen and stuff. Beat on the tables with the forks and knives. Folks were like, yo, you got to stop this. And man, I remember waking up, coming downstairs like, dang, I don't see nothing down here. Where's my gift at? And then the little side room. Woo-wee! Had that thing set up. It wasn't in tune for anything, but that thing was nice. Almost brought a tear to the little fella's eyes. Beat that drum all day to the part they kicked me out the house and was like, no, you're not playing this in the house anymore. We're going to take this drum and take it over there. Yeah. So we took it to the church and that's why I played it. Yep. And Barilla 92, great call. He says Moats was going to Mars before he even knew it. You're absolutely right. I was.
It was a sign.
It was a sign. 13, Mars. Boom. Can't go wrong with that, man. So yeah, that was definitely my first one on the list, man.
Okay. Yeah, these are just random. Honestly, the one that's probably most memorable, this might surprise you a little bit. I'll say that one because this one came to mind first. I will say I got a Jason Kidd New Jersey Nets swingman jersey when I was probably, forget how old. I was probably in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Yeah.
You couldn't get those anywhere. It was the kid version, like the kid version,
yeah,
right?
He's talking about,
so it's probably like a youth large, youth XL or something. I don't know how my dad got it because like they were either, I think, like sold out online, always tough to get. But then also any stores around here, they didn't have them. And like the Nets, for whatever reason, they were my favorite team growing up. Like as a kid, that Jason Kidd era with like him, Kittles, Kenyon Martin. I think Alonzo Mourning was on that team. Bro. But yeah, I will never forget that one because I don't know how my dad got that jersey, but it was really cool.
Nah, that's hard right there. I like that. All right, my second gift on my list. My first ever PlayStation. Oh, yes. I'm talking the thin one. It was all gray. You know what I'm talking about? The OG. Oh, baby. I've been walking around that corner, looking in that room, seeing that thing. I saw. And I believe the first game we had on it, was it? I want to say it was a Charles Barkley basketball game, bro. Charles Barkley. He was like it was like a pickup basketball, but he would always curse and I would get in trouble for it because he was
like a NBA Jam knockoff.
Yeah, it was like something like that. Like, you know, when you would buy me to get the bundle pack, it was like Crash Bandicoot was in one, and then it was like this random Charles Barkley basketball game. He'd always be like, go get the dang ball. But he would say the real word. And my folks, because they was passes, bro, they was like, nah, you ain't playing that game anymore. I remember being like in tears, like, no, I love this game. You can't take this game. But because he would curse every time, it was like, nah, you ain't having that in the house. But man, I'll never forget that PlayStation. And I ended up playing Crash Bandicoot like all the time. In fact, if you go on my my PlayStation ID right now, my profile pic is Bandicoot, bro.
Nice.
I love Bandicoot, man.
Yeah, that is one of the options.
I love Bandicoot, man. Yep.
Along the same lines, for me, it was getting the PlayStation 2.
Ooh, okay.
PlayStation 2. I think it might have been a year or so after it like officially released. But that was huge for me because my one buddy had the PS2, and like every time I go over his house, we play that, and we do NBA Street. I think he had Madden 02, Madden 03. Yeah. So I wanted a PS2 pretty bad. So that Christmas, eventually got it. It came with NBA Street.
Yep.
And actually, this is not to get ahead or anything, but I am because I can't remember if I got this with the PS2 and NBA Street or if it was another Christmas.
Okay.
But NCAA football 2004.
Bro, 04 was fire.
I can't remember if I got that and NBA Street together or if it was the following Christmas. And because I played that from that Christmas like through the spring. I played that game so much. So that's two of my answers. It's PlayStation 2 with NBA Street and also NCAA football 2004.
I like it. All right. My third gift that I love is this painting right behind me, man, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Wifey got this for me. This would have been 2016 season. Yeah, man. She had Cody Sable. Obviously, he does a lot of the painting and stuff like that for the players now. He paints TJ's cleats and stuff. Back before he was doing all of that, yeah, man. Wifey, I hit him up. You know, we had worked on him a couple of times with some charity stuff, but got that thing painted up for me, man. Got the DMR patch on it and everything, man. So, yeah, for a couple of reasons. Obviously, that season, DMR going down, then Shea going down that same year as well. Excuse me, that following year, and everything that was surrounding it, man. It was just perfect storm, man. So, love that pick right there.
You want to go again since I listed two of mine?
I can go again. Absolutely.
Go for it.
Now,
we're at 11-10 too.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to keep. We're going to speed this thing on up, all right? I'm going to just list these things off, all right? The fourth thing for me, though, winning the AFC North versus the Baltimore Ravens on Christmas, the Immaculate Reception, the Immaculate Stretch, or however you want to call that thing with AB. Yes, color rush jersey. I remember that day. My dad and his wife were in town. Yeah, and literally, we're sitting at the house going through dinner because I think the game was at 4:25. It was like in the afternoon. So we had already had Christmas morning. We're eating our brunch. And I remember I'm like, yo, I got to leave. And I'm pissed because I'm like, yo, it's Christmas. I got to leave. It's my first like real Christmas game too. And man, the kids is like, dang, Dad, this kind of sucked. My father and his wife, they're joining. So like, we're going to roll to the game. My wife just simply says to me, hey, if you got to work on Christmas Day, better come home with that hat and that t-shirt. Talking when you win the division, you get a hat and a t-shirt. And obviously that game was insane, but we won. I came home with that hat and that t-shirt. Boy, you couldn't tell me I wasn't king of the world. You couldn't tell me why. I should have came home with no shirt on. That's how I was feeling that day. It's like, yeah, daddy's home. Dinner is prepared. I'm walking around with lion's heads on me like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was that vibe, bro. I'll never forget it, man. I love that moment.
That's awesome.
No.
This will be my fourth one, I guess. Mm-hmm. This was Titleist D2 driver whenever I was in high school.
Get your golf on there.
Yeah, I was a big Titleist guy. I still am because that's my clubs from my irons and my wedges. My driver's not Titleist anymore. I wanted to just have my whole bag Titleist for whatever reason at the time. I'm telling you this right now, if you're learning golf, or the clubs don't matter. The clubs do not matter at all. You just have to be better. That's what it really is. But I wanted a Titleist driver too, and it was a nice driver. It was expensive at the time, and for my dad to get that was like another thing that's like, damn, dude, like I know I wanted this, but like you didn't have
to do that.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Nah, that's dope. All right. For me, my last thing, I had a shiny metallic blue Huffy bike with pegs on the front and back. One of them like trick BMX ones. Oh my God, I love this bike. I don't think you realize, Deke. Growing up, we always wanted the bikes with the pegs on it because we played the Tony Hawk games. We played the BMX games. We watched. I mean, I think X Games was big in that era. Like that was a big thing. So man, I used to ride this bike everywhere, do my little tricks on it, have my friends on the front and the back on the pegs. That bike got stolen, bro. I was so hurt.
I remember you mentioning about the stolen bike.
I was so hurt, bro. To this day, it still hurt me, man. I'm like, doggone. All because I wanted to go to the Dagon Coast Guard with the homies, the hoop, and we couldn't have multiple bikes. You could have multiple people, but you can have multiple bikes. We got to be a part of the same bike brigade since you had the idea and I didn't. And I did gonna park that bike behind that 7-Eleven dumpster. Came back to my surprise, bro. Came back to my surprise, like, oh, no, mama. It was not good. It's not good, bro. Hurt my heart, but I love that bike, bro.
You ever do tech decks?
My son does. Yeah. For me,
I remember that back in the day.
Yeah, my son, he loves them things right now. He's like, yo, I got like a whole set.
Half bikes and stuff.
All that, bro. I was just like, yo, you can have that. He got the little thing, you can switch the wheels out and everything, bro. Yeah.
My last one is, here's my problem with this one. I can't remember if it was Christmas or if it was just around Christmas, but my dad got, in Ben's rookie year, his white jersey, and it was Reebok at the time.
Let's go.
Those were impossible. Going back to like the Jason Kidd jersey, like a Ben jersey, around that time, I feel like they were all sold out. They were so hard to get. Another one of those things. I don't know how he got it, but it meant a lot to me. Yeah, to get the Ben jersey his rookie year. He instantly, as soon as he started playing, I think it was that Ravens game, and then the following week was it? I think the Dolphins on the road. It was, you got to look that one up.
Perfect
That
storm,
was
bro. It's perfect
crazy
storm.
thunderstorm.
Yeah.
But yeah, then he rattles off 13 in a row. Like, he was obviously my favorite player then, and to get that jersey, it was dope. And
Bro,
with how hard it was
that,
to get.
Bro. I love that, bro. I love that. See, that's the beauty of the holidays, though, man. We're gonna keep doing stuff like this, all right? So obviously we'll have we'll have a show tomorrow, because I did see, I think Jacob might have asked when's the next show. Yeah, we will be going tomorrow. I'll put the times and everything, set up the link once we get done. Man, it's 11:15. I'm really supposed to be gone.
People could maybe list them off tomorrow if they want to do their Christmas present stuff.
Oh, you're right.
You know what I mean? We could just read them off tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right.
If you got to go, you got to go.
You're right.
We don't want to hold you back.
You're right. But no,
we
I'm gonna
do
read
that instead.
I'm gonna read a.
Oh, all right.
Or instead of what?
I was gonna say we could include it in the shout outs kind of tomorrow if you wanted.
Oh, during the morning, yeah, because I do got to get to the radio. So yeah, what we'll do is this then, man. So we'll do that, and it'll be easy. We'll tonight, whether me or you, I'll go back through the live stream and pull up the comments as well to see whoever did have that stuff included. We can go back through.
Okay, yeah.
Or I'll just
Good
take.
call.
Yeah, or I could take a couple pictures of it right now, because I did see some pretty awesome things that y'all were talking about in here in terms of, your holiday gifts. And I do want to make sure that, if y'all gonna participate, we're gonna show y'all a little love. So I will make sure that tomorrow's show, when we start it off, we have these chats going. All right. So yeah, with that being said then, man, we are good, because I do got to get ready to go. So shout out to everybody that was tuning in with us today, though, man. As always, we greatly appreciate you. We'll see y'all tomorrow. So enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, baby.
Peace.